It says 92. It feels like 150. It's fucking hot. We're in Texas. Super hot. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Why the hell am I doing it? Doing this review on my car? Because I got babies sleeping in the house, wife working from home in my room. So basically our room is like an office. She's a banker, so she has to like take calls and stuff. Anyways, and then man, it sucks. We live in an old house. We just put in a AC unit in our room, which made our room so much better. The whole house gets cold, but our room and the living room kind of gets hot. It kind of gets cooled off, but it's just sometimes. But the kids' rooms and well, now our room gets cold. But yeah, so it's been hard to. I was gonna be doing a lot of like outside reviews, but I just hadn't really had a chance. But I feel like I don't make as good content when I feel like I can't be loud enough, because I feel like I talk super loud, and I don't care if my neighbors hear me doing reviews, but I don't know. I just don't. Mind your business. I don't like you in my business. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've recorded since I got this tooth fixed. I remember I was all covering it in that one video. Yeah, I totally had this vidge was like missing. I mean, like, there's a piece of the tooth left, but yeah. I'm too young for missing teeth. Anyways, or maybe I'm not. Anyways, so I'm going to do a review on some new snuff, some moist snuff, some dip that I am stuck on, which is crazy because I'm definitely a natural dipper. I like naturals all the way, and I still always will. And I'm not saying it's replacing my favorite, but I'm going to probably continue to be using it just because I've really been enjoying this other dip. And I've also been I've really wanted to I'm just being like, I'm gonna stop natural dipping. I'm always gonna be a Cope LC dipper, but I'm not going to I'm probably not gonna be dipping it for a little bit. I'm trying to kind of budget my money, and man, dude, there's you can't go wrong with Stokers. Budget dip, quality tobacco, and yes, Stokers mint. I've been having problems finding this one around here. I remember there used to be tubs I'd see before I was even into this one. Why is it so? There we go. Okay, well, not focused very good. Anyways, but yeah, we got Stokers mint, long cut. Anyways, so I'm like stuck on this mint, or on this dip. I've been really liking more mint dips, and probably more so over than wintergreen. I still like wintergreens, and Stokers wintergreen is just really good. Because I do like that it's an old-fashioned flavor, but I've just really been into mints lately, and I finally found this one, and it was absolutely what it's. I'm not saying it's any different than other mints. I mean, it is, but all the mints that I've tried are very similar. Even Copenhagen is very minty, but there's just something about Stokers that just it tastes so much better to me. Now, most mints, if you're new, or if you're just seeing this, if you come across my channel and you're wondering, like, you know, about other mints, all the mints are pretty much the same, kind of like Orbit gum, or at least I'd say more like with like Grizzly. This one I don't really taste, maybe though somewhat, you know, kind of like Orbit chewing mint, the mint flavored gum. I kind of say it's like that, but it's kind of its own. I mean, there are undertones under here. I haven't even cracked this can. This is the second can I bought. I just bought it today. I mean, it smells just like a mint dip. It's enough mint, but the menthol in the mint isn't overpowering. You get that mint taste, but it's not like, even though I do like the burn from the menthol. I think before why I didn't like menthols is just because I liked the taste and everything, but I could handle the burn. Like, I like the nicotine, and I don't mind, you know, more nicotine and it being rough chew or anything like that. I just don't like the I used to just not like the menthol was just overpowering and like burning my lip, and I just didn't see the point. But now I kind of dig it, and it goes well with the burn of the nicotine, which I don't really feel anymore. And Stokers doesn't have as much nicotine as Cope, so I mean, but yeah, quality dip. Sorry, I'm rambling. Y'all gotta bear with me. The reason why I'm always all over the place because I have ADHD. Sometimes, I don't know, I might seem off or something like that. It's just because I'm bipolar as well, so just don't pay any attention to that. I appreciate everybody that's been sticking with me. I've been talking a little bit to Dirty Pat. I just talked to Trey Snuff String, so shout out to Trey, and shout out to Pat. Been trying to kind of get back up on the reviews and YouTube now. Right now, I have done I was going to make this a re-review, but I probably won't, or maybe I'll do another re-review, because I finally got me some more W. and Garrett Sons Scotch Snuff. W.E. Garrett and Sons Scotch Snuff. Excuse me, I talk way too fast. That's the ADHD. We know it's working, fellas. Alright, anyways, so I got a little bit of this here. This, I actually, yeah, the wrapper came off, which really sucked. The wrappers were really shitty when I got them. But these are okay. I also want to go over something too. These are old school cans. I'm pretty sure that they're not even supposed to be really selling these. I believe if you contact the company and speak to a certain person or representative or whatever, whoever's taking the phone calls, they will refund your money, and they will send you multiple, or at least a new thing of snuff, and it will be in the plastic tube. I believe that they're probably buying these like wholesale, and they just have them wherever they're buying them from. I don't know where they're buying them from, but in my town I seem to find the cardboards all of the time, and apparently they're not even making these anymore, so that just means they just exist. So if you come across one and you enjoy the snuff, you can use it too, or you can even like buy a couple and like save them. I mean, this is like antique. I will say one thing, maybe that's just like same with Copenhagen LC in the old or in the Cope Snuff, when you get the cardboard can, like or whatever it's called, I feel like it really adds on. It might not keep it as fresh as long as the plastic tube, but I really think it adds to that, because cardboard already kind of, I'm not saying it smells like tobacco or it smells smoky, but I feel like that smoky tobacco stored in cardboard or tubes like this, they seem to like really entrap that smoky barbecue smoke smell. It just really goes with that cardboard smell already, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but I've always kind of, I don't know, it just kind of makes sense to me. I was thinking about it earlier. But anyways, so I had to kind of pull that wrapper off. I put it on a little stash box that I have. Also, this was once a alternative, I guess you could say snooze. I don't want to say it's snooze because it's not technically snooze. But anyways, I was gonna say, if you're ever looking for a new snuff box or anything like that, dude, even if you don't want to use the alternative little pouches, you could just buy yourself that, throw out the pouches, or use them, which I did use them for a little bit because I thought I was going to have to go to snoozing because I was having teeth problems, which I got those taken care of, and I have some more work to be done. But I went ahead and look at that. Look at all that snuff. Oh, works great too. I opened it up instantly. Smells so smoky. This is what this is. I just went ahead, since the wrapper came off, I opened it up and I put a bunch in there. But yeah, look how much snuff that holds. Perfect, stays closed. I'm not saying that if you look right here, I don't think you'll keep it up, but there's a little line here, and that's where the lid is. Anyways, I'm not saying that that's gonna be super strong, but I mean, if you keep it in the car, keep it on the go with you, it should be fine. There's also this is actually where you put the trash at, where you put your pouches at when you're done, to not litter. But you could put anything in there. It could be a stash box. Could put some pills or something up in there, man. No, I'm just kidding. But well, you could. Back in the day, I probably would have done that. Anyways, so also, I was talking to Dirty Pat Walsh, and I've talked to Trey before. I know he's done this. I've never done this before. I have, however. Let me get to what I'm trying to talk about. Anyways, I'm going to be putting this in my lip today. I'll probably put some up my nose too, but I wanted to share with y'all that, yeah, I was talking to Dirty Pat Walsh today, and I noticed that he had been using it in the lip lately, and he said he's actually really starting to enjoy it, or he really enjoys that way of doing it. I mean, that's like how dipping started. I've also heard old stories that, like, with dipping, the term dipping was back in the day, dip like a hickory twig or something in there, a little twig, some, I guess, a stick or something, and dip it in that powdered tobacco and chew on it. And I mean, that's where dipping was, because you're dipping it in the powder and the powdered snuff and chewing on it. Anyways, before I ramble and get lost. Anyways, okay, so you can do it with the snuff itself, with just by itself, and you can also throw a little bit on here. Since this is smoky Scotch flavored snuff, I haven't been too sure if I wanted to put it mixed with this dip. I should have got some natural. I'm trying to save money, so even though I say I'm trying to save money and I have these $7 Snuff things, but like I said, I bought these before that. I didn't think I was going to be dipping as much for the time being. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in so I can do a quick review on this Stokers. See that? Nice and moist. Dude, it's just the best mint dip out there. It really is. To me. And I mean, look at all this. Look at all that. Look how nasty. Got cars coming by. Look how nasty that is. Not nasty. Nasty in a good way. But I just mean, it looks so... If you saw my finger, you'd probably think I put it up my butt. Anyways. I mean, I can't really explain it. It's just like other mints. To me, it just happens to be... It's just all there. Everything you want in a mint dip. You got the mint. It's not overpowering, but it's still so tasty. And there's flavor in there. There's undertones of tobacco, but I'd say it's just a very small undertone. Maybe like a hint of like some tobacco taste there. You can taste the sweetness, so maybe some molasses that's mixed in with the dip. Stoker's dip is cut like kind of like a chew. At least the long cut is. I need to go back and watch how Pat made the fine cut, because honestly I would love to turn this into a fine cut, because he was speaking on the subject of that there's like no fine cut there's no fine cut Stokers when it comes to mint or even Copenhagen or any of those. There's no fine cut mints, which is really weird, except for wintergreen. I think that's what the subject was. I can't quite remember, but anyways, perfect mint. It's just a grape. There's a little bit of saltiness.